Oh, so what I'm going to do tonight? Okay, Avi going to correct me tonight. Let's see where we are tonight. Okay. What is it? Yud Gimel? What Pasha Meira? Okay. What about Yud Gimel? I think we are further, but let's start from Yud Gimel. Amar Hechaver. I'm going to Yud Gimel again. The Chaver over here, we're talking about a Jewish person. זה שאתה אומר היא הדעת ההיקשית, המנהגית, מביא אליה העיון, וטמונים בה ספקות רבים, ושאר הפילוסופים עליה ולא תמצא מסכימים על מעשה אחד. We said this yesterday. Okay. So we said yesterday the Yud Gimel, we said talking about the philosophers, they have so many deot, so many opinions, which does not make sense to other one, which means each one has his own opinion. They're thinking differently. Then he went further. Then we're gonna get to Yutet right now. I'm gonna go to Yutet. Said Te yesterday. What they're saying is true. So right. So they right. So now he has to prove it to him. He's not convinced yet. So he's gonna get. We said he's gonna do Hakdama. He's gonna give the start introduction. Amar Chaver. Ilu ne'emar lecha ki Adonai Hodu ish chasid. Ra'u lecha legadelo uromem shemo usaper ma'asav. בגלל מה שמגיע אליך מסדר אנשי ארצו ומעלת מידותיהם ויושר משא ומתנה. האם היה זה מחייב אותך? Now, so he's saying like this. The Chaver, basically this Talmid Chacham, that if you know somebody is a very good person, and you have to give them kavod, everything, and you see he does a lot of good things, now because of these things, does it make you to follow him? To follow his cult and become like him? As he's asking the Kuzari, the king. Amar Kuzari ve'ech yechayeveni. ויש להסתפק באנשי הודו, האם צדקם מעשם אלוהים מלך, או צדקם מחמד מלכם, שהדבר משני הפנים יחד. It's not clear where they get this good deeds from. Because of the king, because of themselves, both together. So it's not the reason for me to follow that person and become like him. He's trying this Rabbi, this Talmid Chacham, to prove to him how Jewish people accepted the Torah and everything became Jewish. Amar Chaver, אם היה מביא לך שלוחות שורות הודיות, אין לך ספק שאינן נמצאות אלא בהודו בארמונות המלכים, אם כתב שיש בו עדות שהוא מאיתו, ועמו תרופות שהן מרפא אותך מחולייליך ושומרות בריאותך, שמים מוות לשונאך ואויביך, תעשה נגדם בהם ותעמיד אותם מבלי הכנות וכלי מלחמה, היית מתחייב להישמע לו. Let's say this guy is the king, sends his messenger, he comes to you, and he proves to you, he's going to see different ways, and he has a shatar, he has a teuda, he has writing, everything. Somehow, he could prove to you it came from the king of the India, okay? And he brings with him different medicines. And these medicines, it could cure any sickness, okay? And it would keep you healthy all the time, okay? And also, he sends you different poisons that you could use against your enemies and kill them, and you don't need to fight with them. Now, because of all these things he sent you, are you going to accept him? And you're going to listen to him? Amar Hakuzari can. Yes. I'm going to do it. והיה שר ממני הסופר הקודם, האם יש להודו מלך אם לא, והייתי מאמין שמלכותו דברו מגיעים אליי. Yeah. Now I had a suffix, I had a doubt. Who is the king? Not the king. You could do is this thing, you cannot. Yes, I'm going to accept it. Amar Chaver. Let's not finish yet. This Chacham is going to take him further. V'im tishael alav b'amet ta'erehu. What are you going to call him? I guess. How you describe the person? Okay. Amar Akuzari b'ta'arim. I think that ta'arim means that something that you're going to call him. بتعاریم اشیت ام تو اسلی به مره نه و حکن استاره فله متام شایو مفرسمیم به تو علیده ال آخران. So I'm going to choose certain names for this person and I'm going to put his certain name on that king or whatever it is. So Amar Chaver, listen, that's what you're saying. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to answer you the way you answer me. That's how Moshe started to talk Paro. When he goes to the king, which is the Paro, Moshe Rabbeinu told him, who sent me? Hashem. Everyone, they knew about the God of the Abraham, Isaac, Yaakov. וישחבר עליהם עניין אלוהי וישקיע עליהם ועשה להם הנפלאות ואמר לו אלוהי השמיים והארץ ובורי וברך שלחני. Good question. He says when he goes to the Paro, I don't understand. You go to somebody, he's an idol worshiper. He doesn't believe in anything, but you tell him Elokei Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov. What do you gain with this? Tell him Hashem who's created the world, Hashem who created the Shamayim Vares. He doesn't say that. Same thing. We have it when Hashem wants to talk to Jewish people because Hashem was known already. Anochi Hashem Elokecha Asher hoseticha me'eretz Mitzrayim. Over there also, Hashem doesn't say, "V'lo amar Anochi borei ha'olam borachem." I'm the one who created you and the world. Hashem says, "I'm the one who took you out from the Mitzrayim." ועל כן ככה פתחתי לך מלך כוזר. כי אשר שאלתני על אמונתי. First you ask on emunah, the faith I have. השיבותיך, I answer back, במה שמחייב אותי ואת גאל בני ישראל. אשר התאמת אסלאם הראייה ההיא, המסורת הרצופה אשר יקראיה. So what happened was, this is a certain things we're going to see all over the Kuzari, that the Jewish Chacham, over here this time the Chacham told the Kuzari, if you emunah we have these days, it doesn't just started with emunah. Started by re'iyah, we saw the Hashem by the Har Sinai, then we pass it down to next generation. That's it was. Now he wants to say, either you want to accept it or not accept it. He wants to say, once we had the whole nation, he saw the Hashem, they talked to Hashem, and they pass it down. Is like we saw the Hashem. Even though we didn't see the Hashem. But once our forefathers at that time, they saw Hashem, it's considered we saw the Hashem. So Amar Kuzari says, Ve'im ken, if that's the case, you saw him. So what has to do with me? Toratchem en hakim lachem. That's yours. So you shouldn't come to force it to me. We have a Torah and everything. What has to do with me? Hashem wanted to give it to me. I didn't see Hashem. You got it. Your father saw it, and he give it, pass it over to the next generation. Amar Chaver, Omnam ken, u'mishim yisaref elenu min ha'omot rak yasik mehatov shelanu, v'lo yeh shaveh iman. So now, so you're right, but you should understand, everything has the consequences. If we do the Torah, we get more sechar, more reward. You guys don't get it. If it's not for us, and you don't want a part of it, you're good. You do your part, But the Olam Haba you're going to get is not going to be same. You're going to be the same level as us. ואילו היה חיוב התורה בגלל שבראנו, היו שווים בה הלבן והשחור כי כולם בריותיו. If following the Torah was because Hashem created us, we had the same reward. But that's not the case over here. You're not saying because Hashem created us, me and you, both of them are going to get reward. That's not the case. אבל התורה היא בגלל הוציאו אותנו מישראל איתך ברובן. Why we got the Torah? Because Hashem took us out from Misraim and got connected, attached to us. מפני שאנחנו הסגולה מבני אדם. This is a part that's going to get angry now. The other people, they're going to get angry when they hear this shiur. We're saying we are Am Segula. What does Am Segula mean? Chosen nation. Okay. You like to translate it however you want, but I call it chosen nation. That's that's what makes people angry about Jewish people. When the people say that chosen nation, that's exactly what he's saying. We have the Torah, we have a chosen nation, as we say, chosen nation. So whatever it is, he's telling him that's how it should be. Now we're gonna see Bez Hashem by Koach tomorrow. How he's the Kuzari gonna answer back Bez Hashem. Okay. Okay, could be. Not necessarily. No. We had all the neshamot of the Jewish people standing there at that time. It was 600,000 men, as it was. But there are certain people that weren't alive at that time. So how did you accept Torah when you were there? No. But we say all the neshamot was there at that time. At the time Hashem gave us the Torah, Hashem basically brought all the neshamot to accept the Torah. But he's not talking about that part over here. So now we are talking about, we talked about Kiruv HaBishul yesterday. We mentioned yesterday, according to the Rambam and Shulchan Aruch, is Isur min HaTorah, that you would cause something get cooked faster on Shabbat. Just like cooking is Asur on Shabbat, if you cause something gets cooked faster on Shabbat, also Isur min HaTorah. So example, I said the example yesterday. Let's say you open the cholent pot on Friday night and it's not completely cooked, okay? You cannot put back the lid. Once you take it off, you see it's not cooked, you cannot put the lid anymore, okay? Why? Because you put it back, it would cause that cholent, that food, gonna get cooked faster. If it's cooked already, no problem, you can put it back. But if it's not cooked completely yet, we're gonna put back the lid, it would cause it gets hot faster. Mekarevet bishulo would cause get cooked faster, and it's asur. Now different opinions. Let's say I did it now. I put back the lid. Can I eat the food or I cannot eat the food? Okay. So it's gonna be a very hard question. When I was in Baltimore, somebody did it on Shabbat on the cholent of the shoe. On the Bet HaKnesset. And was a question, can we have cholent in the morning again? Right. So that was the whole question already. Anyway, there are some poskim they hold, but the it happened, he did it, you could eat the food and no problem. It's not cooked yet. Completely it's not cooked.
Did he ever accidentally did it or on purpose?
He put it back. Huh? I don't think. Let's see. Let's wait for that question. Very good question. But they have the cooked food already completely cooked. There's no problem. Even though it's gonna get better, which means a lot of times you have the food cooked already, but if it's gonna cook more, it's gonna get better. Okay, that's not the case. That's okay. Okay, we're gonna see again this later when it comes to the chazara. You want to put that back there. So it seems like from here is the ma'achar ben dorsai is a problem. It should be completely cooked. So you have to make sure the food completely cooked. That usually that's that much that the people they eat it that way, not the least. Okay, so it should be completely cooked. Now another halacha for today, which is not going to finish it tonight. We're going to finish it tomorrow, B'ezrat Hashem. There's a halacha em bishul achar bishul, which means if something cooked already, so it was cooked. Okay, something got cooked and it got cold. Now you want to warm it up on Shabbat on the plata or the blech. There's no problem, mutar. Of course, we're not talking about putting on the fire. The case is, so far, the case is you take out food, cooked food from the fridge, and you put it on the blech. That's the case. Okay. We're gonna get to it. Very good question. So now, this halacha only applies to solid food, which means we're assuming food doesn't have liquid and completely cooked. Even though it's gonna get better, no problem. Let's say we have rice. Your rice is cooked. You could put it on the blech. You could put it on the plata on Shabbat. Right. We're gonna get more into it now. It's gonna get a little bit complicated. What about you have something they call it davar lach? It's liquid, has liquid. So that's a question we had before, if you remember. That's we had the machloket between the Rishonim. Some Rishonim, like Rambam, they say no problem. Once your soup is cooked, even if it got cold, it's not going to be more cooking anymore. Some they say no. Shulchan Aruch held, if you remember, we said Shulchan Aruch that Shulchan Aruch is machmir about it. The liquid, if it's cooked once, it could get cooked again. According to Shulchan Aruch. How much liquid do you need to have? Okay, very good. We're gonna get that. That's why I'm not finish it tonight. We're gonna get the congealed. If it's got congealed, also we're gonna get to it. You have a good question. What about you have chocolate? You put it on the blech and becomes liquid. Okay, let's think about it. We're gonna get to it, Bezashem. So this is a Temanim, Yemenites, which follow the Rambam. Okay, they're allowed to warm up the soup they cooked before on Shabbat. Okay, according to Rambam, you could do it, but not all the Temanim they go that way. Ashkenazim, they go middle way. What they do, you're gonna see later on for Chazara, put it back. If it's not cold completely, they put it back. If it's cold, then they'll put it back. Okay. Right. Now, so that's gonna be the halacha on Shulchan Aruch. You cannot do it. Once it's cold, you take it out from the fridge, or you take it off. You want to put it back. If it, according to Shulchan Aruch, is not hot anymore, you cannot put it back anymore. That's one of the prerequisites for this point. Okay. Now, that's a halacha for today. Now, one more thing for today. We're going to talk about how much liquid you need to have that you consider this food solid or not solid. Maybe you have a little bit. We have so much. How does it work? We need to explain what does it mean. That's how is it? How do you define something davar lach, which has liquid, and something is dry, is davar yavesh. So now we start from the scratch over here. Okay, so you have to remember what we talked about tonight. Bet Yosef says in one place, Bet Yosef, who's Bet Yosef? Shulchan Aruch. Shulchan Aruch, if you see the Shulchan Aruch, first started another book, we have Bet Yosef. Over there, Shulchan Aruch brings the Rabbeinu Yerucham, one of the Rishonim. He says over there, Rabbeinu Yerucham, Dechol sherovo rotab, umisamek v'yafelo v'hutzonen, have mevashel gamur. It's something you have a food, the raw, the majority is liquid, and it's gonna get better and it's cold. This is considered cooking. So what do you see from this Bet Yosef? According to Rabbeinu Yerucham, it seems like once you have the majority liquid, it's considered liquid. Other way around now. If it's not majority liquid, you consider it solid. Yavesh, dry.
If you have something that the majority is liquid, can you pour some of the liquid and then put it on?
Okay, you could, but you have to deal with the problem of the borer. Okay? That's if there is borer or not, that you have to discuss. Maybe there is not. But if you take out the chicken for sure and you warm it up, no problem. That's okay.
No, but let's say you have a pot with liquid and solid.
Okay.
You take the pot, you pour some
Okay,
of it,
that's
so the majority is not.
so that's again, we are not finished yet. We just started this. Tomorrow we're going to talk about it. But in your case, you have to deal with the problem of the borer. If it's a problem of borer or not. Because you're pouring out in the garbage, I'm assuming. What are you doing? Okay. So that's we have to Bezashem that part. But technically, if it's not problem of the borer, yes, you could do it. Put it that way.